Imagine, out of 170-year-olds, only 5 are able to do this. Are you one of those 5? Or the remaining 95? If you want to live a long, strong, and healthy life in your old age, watch this video all the way through. Growing old is destiny, but being healthy in old age is a choice. In a changing world, the health of the elderly is becoming an increasingly important topic. Studies show that only 5% of seniors aged 70 and above are able to practice 5 simple habits that are directly linked to longevity and quality of life. Point 1. Walk briskly for at least 20 minutes every day. Walking briskly for 20 minutes every day may sound simple, but the impact is tremendous, especially for the elderly. It helps maintain optimal heart and lung function, improves blood circulation, and helps maintain a stable weight. In fact, according to many studies, regular brisk walking can reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and stroke by tens of %. For the elderly, brisk walking is also beneficial for maintaining balance and leg muscle strength, which is important for preventing falls, one of the leading causes of serious injury in the elderly. It also helps lubricate joints, reduce stiffness, and improve flexibility, especially in those who are starting to experience symptoms of arthritis. Interestingly, brisk walking is not only physically beneficial, it also has positive effects on mental health. When walking, the body releases endorphins, natural chemicals that help reduce stress, anxiety, and even symptoms of mild depression. Seniors who walk regularly are also known to have better sleep quality, as well as sharper cognitive function. And the good news, you don't need a gym or special equipment, just comfortable shoes and a willingness to put in the time. It can be done around the house, in the park, even inside the mall. Consistency is much more important than intensity. Start with 10 minutes if you're not used to it, then increase it slowly. So, if you want to stay independent, fit, and healthy in your old age, make it a habit to walk briskly every day. Your body will thank you very much. Point 2. Lifting light weights regularly. One of the biggest changes that occurs with age is the loss of muscle mass, a condition known as sarcopenia. This condition leads to weakness, impaired balance, and a higher risk of falling. However, the good news, this process can be slowed down, even reversed, with simple strength training exercises such as lifting light weights regularly. No need to imagine lifting a big barbell at the gym. With just 1 to 2 kilograms of weights, water bottles, or resistance bands, seniors can reap tremendous benefits. This exercise can be done at home, even sitting in a chair, as long as it is done with the right technique and consistently. The goal is not to build large muscles, but to maintain optimal muscle strength so that the body can still carry out daily activities, such as standing up from a chair, carrying groceries, and climbing stairs, easily and safely. Lightweight training also strengthens bones, helps prevent osteoporosis, and maintains bone density. When done regularly, it can even improve posture and reduce back pain that is common among the elderly. In addition, the body's metabolism increases, so the process of burning calories becomes more efficient and blood sugar levels can be better controlled. Equally important, this activity also has a positive impact on mental state. Research shows that light strength training can boost self-confidence, reduce anxiety, and give older adults a positive sense of accomplishment. When the body feels strong, the mind also becomes more energized. Start with simple movements, such as bicep curls, shoulder presses, or leg lifts with light weights for 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps each. Do it 2 to 3 times a week with a break between days. And don't forget, always consult a doctor or physiotherapist first if you have certain medical conditions. Remember, strength doesn't just belong to young people. The elderly can also remain strong and independent as long as they are willing to train regularly, even if only with light weights. Point 3. Maintain active social connections. Many people think that health is only about physical health and food. In fact, healthy social connections are one of the most important pillars of longevity and happiness in old age. Unfortunately, after entering retirement age, many seniors begin to lose social connections, whether due to busy children, a deceased spouse, or limited mobility. This is the beginning of loneliness, which can secretly be worse than we think. Research from various countries shows that chronic loneliness in the elderly can increase the risk of premature death by up to 26%. In fact, loneliness is said to be as deadly as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. This is because social isolation can trigger prolonged stress, weaken the immune system, increase the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and even accelerate cognitive decline such as dementia. In contrast, older adults who remain socially connected, whether through family, peers, community, or volunteering, tend to have better mental health, stable moods, and high self-confidence. They are also more active and have a clear sense of purpose in life, two important factors that strongly influence longevity. Maintaining social connections doesn't have to be high-tech. A simple phone call to your children or grandchildren, joining a neighborhood gathering, joining an elderly club, or volunteering at a social event can be simple yet impactful. Even just chatting with a neighbor every morning can be a daily injection of enthusiasm. For seniors who are no longer able to travel easily, technology can also be a bridge. Learning to use WhatsApp, video calls, or social media can expand your social circle without having to leave the house. Many online communities are now open to seniors, and this can be a new way to make friends. Most importantly, don't let your days be filled with solitude and silence. Make social interaction part of your healthy routine, because a healthy body needs nutrition and exercise, but a happy soul needs attention and company. Point 4. Consistently eat healthy food. The health of the elderly is not only determined by medication or exercise, but also by what is consumed every day. Food is the main foundation of a healthy and strong body. Unfortunately, many seniors still consume foods high in sugar, salt, and saturated fat, which accelerate the onset of diseases such as diabetes, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. Starting from the age of 60, the body's metabolism slows down. The ability to absorb nutrients also decreases. Therefore, the elderly need a diet that is more nutrient-dense but still light on digestion. The main focus is the balance between complex carbohydrates, lean protein, healthy fats, fiber, and vitamins and minerals. This means increasing vegetables and fruits, choosing brown rice or boiled potatoes over white rice, consuming fish and tofu tempeh as sources of protein, and limiting fried or processed foods. Fiber consumption is essential for maintaining gastrointestinal health and preventing constipation, which is common in the elderly. Fiber also helps control blood sugar and cholesterol. Drinking enough water should also become a habit, even though the thirst of the elderly often decreases. Yet dehydration can cause fatigue, headaches, and even mental confusion. Equally important, meal portions should also be adjusted. This does not mean eating less, but being smarter in choosing the type and amount of food. Eating on a regular schedule and not skipping breakfast can keep your energy stable throughout the day. Avoid consuming too many sweet or salty foods, as in addition to damaging the body's organs, this also worsens existing health conditions. Making healthy eating a lifestyle doesn't have to be expensive. Local fruits and vegetables, home-cooked meals, and cooking for yourself can be much healthier than fast food. If necessary, a consultation with a nutritionist can help develop a diet that suits personal health conditions, such as blood pressure, sugar levels, or certain allergies. Remember, food is not just for satiety, but to heal, maintain, and prolong quality of life. What you eat today will determine what kind of body you have 10 years down the line. Start now, one healthy plate at a time. Point 5. Exercise your brain regularly. In old age, maintaining physical strength is important, but equally important is maintaining brain sharpness. The brain, like a muscle, will weaken if it is rarely used. That's why older people who regularly exercise their brains tend to be sharper in thinking, quicker to respond, and have a lower risk of degenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's or dementia. Exercising your brain doesn't have to mean going back to school. There are many simple yet highly effective ways that can be done from home. Doing crossword puzzles, playing chess, putting together puzzles, reading books, or learning something new like a foreign language, art, or digital skills are all beneficial brain exercises. These activities stimulate different parts of the brain to stay active and flexible while strengthening connections between nerve cells. Beyond individual activities, social interactions are also a great form of brain stimulation. Chatting, discussing, or even just reminiscing about past stories with friends can help maintain memory and train language skills. Even writing a daily journal or recounting life experiences to grandchildren can be a fun and meaningful cognitive exercise. In addition, exercising your brain also plays a big role in maintaining your mood. An active brain reduces the risk of depression, improves sleep quality, and fosters self-confidence. Seniors who remain positive, curious, and open to new things are usually happier and live longer. However, just like physical exercise, the key is consistency. Set aside time every day, even if it's just 15 to 30 minutes, to sharpen your mind. Vary your activities to keep your brain challenged from different angles. Avoid passive habits, such as watching TV all day without interaction or active thinking, as it accelerates the decline of cognitive function. Remember, you can age, but you can keep your mind clear. Not only does exercising your brain make your days more meaningful, but it also gives seniors control over their quality of life. With a sharp brain, a healthy body, and a happy heart, old age is not the end of the world. It's the beginning of a meaningful life. Age 70 is not the end of the world. It can be the beginning of a more meaningful life if you prepare for it from now on. These 5 things are not impossible to do, they just require awareness and consistency. Start with one habit today. If you care about your future, or that of your parents, share this video. And don't forget to subscribe for more info and inspiration on healthy lifestyle for seniors.